Welcome back right here in the heart of the Riverbend on this 9th day of December. It's 10:04, and right now Stacy Dixon's across from me. Sam's Pawn Shop joins us because, something I saw, guys, that I thought, we aren't going to do top of the hour news because this really is the news story for me today. A new law is being pushed through the State House of Illinois, right?
And Senate.
And that's going to really drastically affect locally owned pawn shops. And Stacy Dixon joins me now with Sam's Pawn. I'm just going to have you, because you know a lot more about this. I think we were all focused on the Safety Act, and we didn't really see this come through. Take us through what this new bill essentially means and how this will affect you.
Well, essentially, they submitted the bill November 16th. It's a senator bill from Jacqueline Collins, who's getting ready to retire, so this is her last bill. And then also the House bill is through Sonia Harper. So what this is they're saying that we are under the Predatory Lending Act, which is, they've already submitted that act, and it's already been through...
Yeah, so take us through. So basically, they're saying that you're charging too much interest, allegedly, right?
Yes, they're trying to put us in with the title companies and that type of thing, which is completely separate from our business. Mm-hmm. There's no storage there. There's no, just basically paper fees. You could have a small desk and a chair and call yourself a title loan company.
Right. That's true.
Yes, where we actually store the merchandise. We have to insure all those items.
Yeah.
So as of right now, the law is 3% interest. But we are capped up to 20%. So the 17% is for service fees, insurance fees, that type of thing.
And so what I'm getting out of this, so let's just say the loan or the pawn is for $100, correct?
Yes.
You're getting right now $20 out of this.
Correct.
But with this new law, if it's passed, you're going to go and lose $17 additional of profit and shrink down to $3 off of that one contract, right?
That is correct, CJ.
That is just insane. So basically what this bill is going to do is going to eliminate small locally owned pawn shops, because to me this seems like a great opportunity for a corporate pawn shop to come into the state, and they don't have to charge anything because they have 18 locations. They aren't going to lose anything off of this.
Yes, sir. And they are attacking all 199 pawn shops in the state of Illinois.
Now, how has this been?
Yes.
Has there been some communication with pawn store owners across the state about maybe ways that you guys can hopefully get this to kind of be re-examined, because this is going to be devastating to local business?
Yes. So we are affiliated with the Illinois Pawnbrokers Association, so we have our own lobbyists, lawyers that we pay for. Mm-hmm. So obviously they've been up in Springfield taking care of that aspect of it while we're all still working in our stores. And most of those shops are family owned. I mean, we personally are 3 generations.
Right. And that's what's just, to me, it doesn't make sense, because it's not like, to me, that what I read and got out of this bill is that they really didn't consider any input or any type of direction from you guys and maybe try to find a compromise. There's not. It's just saying, here's what we're doing, and this is what you're going to do come, when this law is passed.
Yes, the president of the association did have some meetings, and they were not willing to negotiate at all.
And take us through that, because, so many times I think pawn shops in general get a bad rep sometimes.
Of course.
And there's no reason for it, because a lot of times and I'll be honest with y'all, when I lost the business, I had no money. I mean, I had no money. So the one thing I did is I went over and I pawned something. I'm honest about it. And you guys took care of me. You did. You guys did a great job, took care of me. I was able to breathe a little bit, and life was good. So take us through, why do you think there's just kind of this stigma about pawn shops that they're out to? Is it just because of a few bad apples, you think?
Well, I think we've always had that stigmatism on us. I mean, a lot of times, look at TV shows. How do they portray us?
Right.
Nothing but stolen items, or, we don't want to, be effective with the police or whatever. Well, that's actually not the case at all. Literally 3% of stolen merchandise in a year comes through our door.
That's it?
Yes.
Oh, wow. And you have thousands of customers, so it's not like it's 3 out of 100.
No, sir. No, sir. And we have such a great relationship with all the police departments. Mm-hmm. So they never have any issues. Actually, a lot of them come down just to see how we're doing, or even purchase guns from us as well.
Absolutely. And why do you think this bill kind of arose? Was there something that happened upstate? Is there, what's the reason?
So apparently, from my understanding, there was a lady that all of a sudden came out and said she was in a bind and she had to get 2 pawn loans for $800 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, I don't know the whole situation, but I don't know if she was paying on those loans or how that worked out. But she came out and said that it was going to cost her $8,000 to get her merchandise back, and she just couldn't afford that, which is where all this came about.
Gotcha.
Now, even at our 20%, and that's saying she paid for a year, that's $1,900, which is...
Yeah.
It's a far cry from 8,000,
Right,
okay?
right.
Because, like, our pawn shop, we do things a little bit different. We are family-owned. Like, you know, that does make a difference,
Right.
too. I mean, this is our livelihood. So, I mean, we do work with our customers. They are allowed to pay on the principal to get that amount down as well.
Right.
So, they keep saying 240%. Okay, yes, that is an annual.
Right.
So if you pay on something for 1 year without ever paying the principal, yes, it is 240%. A lot of these loans are going to be short term, though.
Yeah.
We're talking 30 days, 60 days.
That's what
So, but they keep saying the 240%.
Yeah, and that's what I think is just so astonishing about this is it's like I know very few people that had a year-long or 2-year long
Correct.
loan.
And I'm not going to lie, we do have customers that do
Correct.
that. And you want to know why? Because they feel like their items are safer at our shop.
Than at their house.
Yes,
And-
or if they're moving or whatever.
Yes, and that's, to me, I think that this is just such a one-sided approach to getting a law passed because I mean, like you said, your guys as president of the union or not union, is it a union?
Pawnbroker Association.
Pawnbroker Associate, you go up and meet, and they aren't even giving you a time of day. You know?
No, they're not. They're not. And they're just treating us all like we're pieces of crap.
Yeah, and so what can we do as citizens? Who do we reach out to? Do you guys have a
Yes.
petition that maybe we can
We
sign?
do. We have petitions at the shop. As of right now, I believe our count this morning was 1,430 signatures.
Wow.
And that's within about 16 days. And that's just with customers coming in, whether they're pawning, buying, looking, selling. So, I mean, we've only had a few people that actually have not wanted to sign it.
Really? Mm-hmm. Well, and two, I mean, I didn't realize, so that's all from foot traffic?
Yes, sir.
And so you're taking care of, I mean, that's astonishing how many people are coming through your doors in a couple of days.
Yeah, we've really been trying to be like really proactive with this. I mean, this is our livelihood. We've been there for 31 years.
Exactly.
And, we don't know what we're going to do if this bill passes. We obviously are not going to close our doors. We're going to try to pivot somehow.
Right.
But, I mean, our family, my family, our roots are here in Alton. We've
Yeah.
been such a part of the community for over 100 years, starting with my great-grandfather.
Right. And that's, to me, what is so important about this is whenever you sent this in and we were going through it upstairs in the newsroom, it's more so than just a lopsided bill. It's a bill that's going to really tear up a lot of locally owned businesses that are supported by local families like your guys's and so many across the state. And you said 198 pawn shops?
199.
Wow, 199.
Yes.
That's astonishing. And have they all been are you guys all on the same page? Are there any outliers?
I'm not really for sure. I mean, so if you're not in the Pawnbroker Association, you might not know about this, but we
Gotcha.
have been, our local shops all over are trying to reach out to those other shops that may not know about it.
Right.
I mean, even the community doesn't know about this. Even Amy Ellick, when we got a hold of her, she knew nothing about this bill.
Right.
It was like they put it in like a backdoor bill.
Yep. And that's what they do it seems that's more of a common trend up in Chicago anyway. And it's great that you brought this to our attention. So do we call our representatives or do we sign your
Yes.
petition? Is it or both?
Both.
There we
I
go.
mean, everybody's welcome to come in the shop. And, if you've never been in a pawn shop, come in
And
see
see
what
it.
we're about.
Yes.
Like, it's very clean. It's very, open, airy. I mean, it's not a drab type of a place. And, my kids grew up there. So obviously, I mean, it's very family orientated.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it, honestly, you hit it right on the head earlier, was the TV depiction of some of the pawn shops, and
Correct.
Like, you go and look at the show that's about the one in Detroit. That's not how a pawn shop operates. That's all made for television BS, really. It's all it is.
Correct.
And when I go in there, I mean, there's nothing different. I don't think of you guys going, oh, I'm going into a pawn shop. I'm going to Sam's, because you guys take care of your customers. You know them by their first names a lot of the times.
We do.
And that, I mean, to me, that's something we can't lose here. So let's summarize this, and let's add on to it a little bit more. So right now, out of a $100 sale, you're making $20, or a $100 contract, you're making $20, correct? And with this new bill, you're going to be shrunk to $3.
Correct.
And take us through this. So there's a petition that's at Sam's. Is there any other way we could really rally the troops here?
You can call Amy Ellick. I do have her telephone number. She's right out there where the old Advantage used to be. You could always go in there and just say, no, I oppose these two bills, the Senate bill and the House bill.
Okay.
And to take it a step further, I mean, we are highly regulated. We're one of the most regulated businesses.
Good point.
I mean, we have about 6 licenses. Yes, sir. And the thing is we were an essential business during COVID, but now all of a sudden we're a predator. That does not make sense to me, and quite frankly, that word is offensive to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's putting you. That's ridiculous. Is that seriously the language?
Yes, that is the bill, and we are regulated through the Department of Finance and Professional Regulation, which is regulated through the banks. We have the same license as a bank.
That is ridiculous.
But they are not in this bill at all. Oh, no, sir.
And I think we could make the argument that if we're going to lump you guys in, we might as well throw some financial institutions in too. I got a bone to pick with some of them. And you're right.
Correct.
I mean, the thing that I'm getting out of this is that you guys are so supportive of our community, whether it's sponsoring local sports teams, whether it's sponsoring local organizations, or doing what you can.
Yes.
And to me, I mean, that if we lose that because you guys have to pivot and find a new way to stay in business because of this bill, that's devastating to us too.
Correct. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize we don't really announce like what we do for the community.
Right. You've never
we do
looked
the behind the scenes type of thing, but there are a lot of places that we do donate to, sponsor to. It's really important to keep the money in the community.
Right.
For us, this is where we live. This is where we work. We've always been here, and we want to continue to be here for another 31 years at our place of business.
Absolutely. That's actually a great place to take a break. We got to pay some bills. It's 10:16 in the heart of the River Bend on this 9th day of December. Our daily show rolls on right after this quick one in downtown Alton.
1, 2, 3, 4.
If you like to get out and go with a friend riding shotgun, the Z-Force line of sports side-by-sides are the perfect machines for you. Whether exploring the backcountry or racing down the trails, these beasts flat out give you more without having to pay for more. Life's too short to stay home.
Are you in the market for new flooring? Look no further than Ed Eagle's Discount Carpet. Ed Eagles has an enormous inventory of carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood with professionally trained carpet installers that will treat your project and home with the utmost respect. Lowe's and Home Depot can't even compare. Our discounted prices regularly beat out the big box stores. Stop by today to have your new flooring ready for the holiday season. Ed Eagles, quality carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood at discount prices, located on Humbert Road in Alton.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Lennox.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Lennox products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Once I got here to Lewis and Clark, I felt connected to this place.
It is about intellectual curiosity and people who want to work with faculty mentors and delve into these areas they're interested in.
And it gives the chance for students to develop a more full version of themselves.
Lewis and Clark for me is going to be the place that I found myself.
Right back here at 1019, December the 9th. Great conversation with Stacy and Sam's Pawn Shop as we've been discussing the new bill that will be affecting all pawn shops. It seems like 199 of you guys in the state of Illinois, a part of the association. That's not including other ones that aren't a part of this association. Right?
No, 199 total.
Oh, total. Okay,
yes,
so
sir.
that makes sense. Thank you for clearing that up. Well, it's something I think we need to hit on because we have had some texts about it and just some more generic questions more than anything.
Sure.
But a specific one is, how is this going to affect your clients?
Oh, that's going to be so detrimental.
Really?
Detrimental to the customers. Our clients, they like that privilege of coming in with their own items, knowing they're going to be stored, secured, getting money off of those. They don't have any type of background checks, credit checks, 30 pages of, bank papers that you have to might wait 2 hours or 2 days to even get your money. The whole process is about 5 to 10 minute process.
And here, let me add on something. Go to your bank right now, all of you, and say, I want $500. Go for it. They'll laugh at you.
Yes, sir.
I mean, seriously. And the thing is, I said it before and I'll say it again. Pawn shops in general get a bad rep. I think that's not because of the locally owned ones and all the great pawn shops that are around the state and the country. It's because of media depictions and the way that they're perceived. And
oh, of course.
It's just terrible. So take us through this. It's going to affect your clients and kind of just give us the bottom dollar here. Because I think that's where we're kind of looking at. Because not only is this affecting you, it's going to affect us in some way, shape, or form. And you guys are going to have to pivot here if this goes through pretty quickly.
Correct. And our customers, where are they going to go? What are they going to do?
Exactly, because no financial institution will accept a lot of them, correct?
Correct. And not even that, but if you just need to get $1,000, maybe for Christmas gifts.
Right.
But then we have other people that $20 maybe just need to go to work. Yeah. So they need gas money or groceries or whatever the case may be.
And that's what I was
very essential.
Right. And that's what I was kind of alluding at earlier, because it's not like I was, on my button in the street gutter somewhere, but I had a time where I needed a little bit extra cash just to get me through the week. And where did I go? I went to you guys. And that's, to me, what's so beneficial about what you offer is you aren't going to tie us into a 7-year, interest payment. And
correct.
It's just done. And it makes it so much more simple. And the fact that, like I said, my biggest sticking point is you've been a pillar in our community for years and decades. And I think we should do all we can to support you on this.
Well, I'd really appreciate that. We need to get this out there. I need to be very proactive. I said, I'm just a pawnbroker. I'm not used to, being a politician and lobbying for myself.
Well, and that's what you're essentially doing.
It is.
You're saving yourself right now. And you're doing a great job of getting the word out.
Appreciate that.
The petition is doing well. How many signatures do we need on that? Is there a set limit that they're giving you?
There isn't a limit.
Okay.
It's just the more the merrier. I'm really going to talk to Amy Ellick and try to get some minutes up on the floor in Springfield. I'd really like to do that.
Yeah.
Just to get in front of these people. I mean, I'm sure most of them haven't even been in a pawn shop.
Well, that's how a lot of these laws are done. They never have any experience or actual expertise on it. They just rule with what the kind of, trend is to do and what they're told to do. A lot of the times it seems like, and especially in our state, I mean, we can all be honest about our state government. Not good. That's my opinion. Anyway.
To touch base more on my customers.
Right.
So not only would it be detrimental to them, what people don't understand is, at a bank, you will get your, wages garnished.
Right.
Or at a title company.
Right.
We don't do that. So if they don't come back, they choose not to, pick up their items, there's no repercussions.
I didn't realize that, actually.
Oh, sure. We don't get to, go through and try to get it out of their bank accounts or whatever. It's just, we just try to sell it on the floor. which is, I mean, that's what people don't understand is that the pawning and, you know, having the merchandise out on the floor, everything intertwines. But I mean, our customers are so good. You know, my dad did just pass away 7 months ago, and they have been so great. This community is wonderful to us. And our customers, we just want to make sure that we can be the voice for them.
Right.
Because they're the ones, we need them as much as they need us. We help each other.
Well, and that's the thing. I'm so glad you hit on that, because now I'm really kind of putting this picture together. Because when we talked, I knew that the bigger sticking point for me is, wow, there eliminates a big portion of small business, because only corporations are going to be able to afford that margin. But now, I mean, you just put this perfectly for me. Now this is going to affect individuals that are from low income status or just in a whole financially. They are not going to be able, you are not going to be able to rely on a bank. I'm sorry, I'll just say it right there. You can't. Not when you have some credit problems, or maybe some things are not really going right for you. You don't have that full-time job for 6 months that they like to see, or a year sometimes. Correct. And then you're going to be held very responsibly whenever you don't pay that bill if it happens.
Correct.
And with you guys, you're just, I mean, it just makes sense. I mean, to me, this doesn't even make sense that this would be introduced on the floor of any house, let alone both of them.
Right.
You know? I mean, this just doesn't make sense to me.
And it doesn't make sense to our customers. And that's why our customers continue to sign their names. They're like, this is not making sense. You know, it's not the customers who have the issue with the interest. They're happy to pay it.
Exactly. I mean,
and you know, honestly, through the financial banking, they have to keep track of that stuff. And there has been no complaints on pawn transactions at all in the past 3 years.
Really?
Yes.
And I mean, that just kind of tells you the motive behind this one then, if that's really the guy. And I mean that, I hate to be the guy that's kind of poking the bear a little bit, but sometimes you got to, because this just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
And I'm not saying this isn't even a partisan thing. This is just a right and wrong thing. It's more than the bottom dollar here. It's not a Republican Democrat thing. That's why I'm so glad you're on here. This is just a what's right and wrong, you know?
Yeah, and the people they're trying to protect, they're not protecting them.
No.
What are they going to do?
Exactly. And, you know, you've mentioned some great ways for us to kind of raise awareness, but let's get those out again. Let's talk about how this is going to affect more so the customers, and how are you guys going to adapt and pivot if this comes?
Well, I haven't really got that far. I'm hoping that right now, I'm just hoping that this does not pass, but we will definitely stay open. I mean, we're going to have to try to figure something out. I've already been trying to reach out to attorneys to help me out with the business law part of it, just to be able to try to still do some type of a loan.
Something
to help people out. I mean, obviously we can buy, but not everybody wants to sell their items. No. They want their items back.
Right, and you hit a great point earlier, and something I haven't even thought about is they know their items safe with you guys.
Correct.
There are so many break-ins, and I mean, sorry, let's just look at the obvious here. Crime's going up, and it's not going to go down anytime soon, especially for somebody that's in a lower income neighborhood, and it doesn't even matter anymore. We're seeing higher income neighborhoods getting targeted more than any of them. And
it's everywhere.
And you guys are actually a security zone.
Yes.
You aren't getting inside Sam's Pawn when it closes. I don't know if you guys have seen that building. Correct. It is more locked up than the White House sometimes.
Yes, we
are. And I mean that respectfully, because you really do care for so many items. You treat everyone's items like they're your own, that you're selling.
Correct, you have to.
And that's what's so detrimental to this bill. I mean, it's affecting people that really need your guys' service and truly need it. And unless you're in that situation, not to cut, you will not know what that feels like unless you're going through that yourself.
Exactly. I mean, sometimes it's just something so simple as they started a new job and they don't get paid for 2 weeks.
Exactly. The in-between time is the most dangerous. I just went through that myself.
Well, and if you have an electric bill, you know, and you get disconnected, those charges, they can charge you way more than what our interest is going to charge you.
Right. And that is crucial. I mean, that is really crucial. All right, we got a couple minutes left. What is something that I haven't mentioned yet? Because there's so much that I'm still learning from this, and I'm so glad you're on talking about this. We got to get you back on as this develops.
Yes, I appreciate that. I want to thank our customers. They mean so much to us. I mean, a lot of them are so near and dear to our hearts. Yeah. I mean, we've cried with them, we've laughed, we joke. Our customers come in and they're like, it's like Cheers in here. Everybody knows everybody's name.
Right.
And, you know, that's really who we want to protect. I mean, yes, it's our livelihood as well, but we are doing such a great service for our customers.
Yep. And most importantly, I think you'd agree with this. It's a way of life for you guys. When you're, I mean, it's because,
It is.
I mean, seriously, I've experienced it with Rigdon and not directly because Grandpa and Stacy on that, but just going through the jobs and seeing the connections you make and seeing
Correct.
the relationships that you built. You don't want to lose that, and we don't want to lose you in our community. And it's really kind of just bad. I mean, it's really just a bad bill. That's just my takeaway.
Yeah, it's just horrible, and it's just, we've done, this just came as such a shock.
Yeah.
To us. It happened the 16th. We found out Sunday through an email. So Monday, yes, they didn't tell anybody.
Well, that's very respectful.
Yes.
That's very nice of them to do so. I didn't realize that you guys literally just found out about this.
Oh, yes. They submitted the bill November 16th. We found out that Sunday through an email through the Pawnbrokers Association. They have not mentioned this bill at all. And it's just, if they're so proud of it, talk about it.
Exactly.
And let us have a rebuttal.
Exactly. Well, there's a reason for that, I think. And,
Yes.
let's go through this one last time. How is the state reps, how have the local politicians, the local figure leaders, how have they been reacting to this?
Oh, they've been very well to me. I've
Good.
spoke with the mayor and some of his staff members. They were incredible to me when I
Good.
had a meeting with them. Amy's been great. Chris has been great
good.
too. The problem is he's getting ready to get out, so
Right.
he would not have a vote.
Right.
But they've all been very, very backing, and I appreciate that. And the mayor gave me some really great words of wisdom to go by.
Good.
So I feel like everyone I've spoke to so far has like really tried to help me and
I'm
just
glad to
giving
hear
advice.
that. Glad to hear that the mayor and Representative Ellick and even Senator Tharp are trying
Yes.
their best, and hopefully new Senator-elect Harris does the same for you guys.
Yes, I hope so too.
At 10th, anything else?
No, thank you.
Please come back on and let us know how this
Yes, I will.
develops.
I will. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem, because we had a lot of people just kind of curious about this, because
Of
this
course.
is just kind of not right. All right, 10:31, Heart of the Riverbend on this 9th day of December. We're going to come back, wrap up this bad boy on this Friday in downtown Alton.